Before we dive into the story of Julius Caesar, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Your support enables us to create more informative content like this. Today we're setting sail on an insightful voyage through the life of one of history's most emblematic personas, Julius Caesar. We'll examine his meteoric rise and subsequent downfall, delve into the complex personalities that were part of his life, and reveal the thought-provoking themes that echo throughout his story. So, brace yourselves for an enlightening exploration of literature and history. Let's get ready to decode the captivating tale of Julius Caesar. Before we delve into the details of Julius Caesar's rise and fall, let's take a broad look at the story of this legendary figure. Julius Caesar, born into the aristocracy of Rome, was not just another nobleman. He was a man destined to leave an indelible mark on history. Caesar's life can be seen as a series of audacious gambles that led him to the pinnacle of power in Rome. His story is one that moves from the political intrigues of the Roman Senate to the bloody battlefields of Gaul, from the highest offices of power to a brutal end in the Senate's chambers. His life was a tumultuous one, filled with victories, defeats, triumphs, and tragedies. It's a story that has fascinated historians, scholars, and readers for centuries, and one that continues to resonate today. In the following scenes, we'll explore the rise of Caesar, his dramatic fall, and the enduring themes that emerge from his life and times. So, sit back and prepare for a journey into the heart of Rome at the height of its power, and into the life of the man who dared to defy the established order. In any story, characters play a pivotal role in shaping the narrative. The story of Julius Caesar is no exception. While Caesar himself is the central figure, there are other key characters who played significant roles in his life and in the history of Rome. First, we have Gaius Julius Caesar himself, the ambitious and charismatic leader, a man driven by a relentless pursuit of power and glory. His courage, military genius, and political acumen set him apart from his contemporaries. Next, we have Marcus Antonius, or Mark Antony, a close friend and ally of Caesar. Antony was a skilled general and politician, known for his loyalty to Caesar. His role became particularly crucial after Caesar's death. Then there's Marcus Brutus, a respected Roman senator. Despite his close relationship with Caesar, he became one of the key conspirators in the plot to assassinate him, driven by his belief in the Republic's ideals. We also have Pompey, a distinguished military and political leader who was once an ally of Caesar, but later became one of his fiercest rivals. Their rivalry played a significant role in the political turmoil that marked the end of the Roman Republic. Finally, we have Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt. Her romantic and political alliance with Caesar had far-reaching consequences, not just for them as individuals, but also for Rome and Egypt. Each of these characters, with their unique strengths, flaws, and motivations, added depth and complexity to the story of Julius Caesar. As we delve deeper into this narrative, we'll explore how their actions and decisions shaped the course of history. Every great narrative weaves in themes that resonate throughout the story, and the story of Julius Caesar is no different. Let's now delve into some of the key themes that shaped Caesar's life and legacy. Firstly, we explore the theme of public image versus reality. Caesar was a master of creating a public image that served his political ambitions. He was seen as a man of the people, a military genius, and a benevolent dictator. However, behind this image, he was a man driven by insatiable ambition and a lust for power. Next is the power of rhetoric. Throughout his political career, Caesar used his exceptional oratory skills to persuade, influence, and even manipulate the masses and his political peers. His speeches, full of passion and persuasion, won him both allies and enemies. Thirdly, we look at honor versus ambition. This theme is particularly evident in the character of Brutus, who was torn between his loyalty to Caesar and his devotion to the Republic. His decision to join the conspirators was a tragic example of how personal ambition can outweigh honor. Fate versus free will is another theme that pervades the story. Caesar was a firm believer in his destiny to rule Rome, but his belief also led him to ignore the warnings of his impending assassination. His fate was sealed, but his choices played a crucial role in his downfall. Lastly, we have tyranny and power. Caesar's ascent to power and his transition from a democratic leader to a dictator raised questions about the nature of power and its potential for corruption. His assassination was a violent response to perceived tyranny, highlighting the dangers of unlimited power. In the following scenes, we'll dive deeper into these themes, using quotes from the novel to further illustrate their impact on the narrative. As we explore these themes, we'll gain a deeper understanding of the characters, their motivations, and the consequences of their actions. So there you have it, folks, the captivating tale of Julius Caesar, a man of notable political acumen and military brilliance. This extraordinary individual rose from the ranks in the chaotic Roman political arena. Despite being born into an aristocratic lineage, young Caesar wasn't satisfied with just his birthright. He sought power, recognition, and glory. His ambitions catalyzed his ascent up the political hierarchy, eventually landing him the esteemed title of Pontifex Maximus, the chief high priest of the Roman state religion. But Caesar was not just a player. In his formidable leadership skills were equally evident on the battlefield. His military might is most vividly displayed in his conquest of Gaul, a triumph that boosted his reputation among the Roman populace. Caesar's popularity and influence expanded to such an extent that the Senate, feeling endangered, bestowed upon him the title of dictator for life. This extraordinary decision marked the pinnacle of Caesar's political journey, cementing his place as one of the most influential figures in Rome. However, Caesar's climb to the top was not without its hurdles and repercussions. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this fascinating story, and subscribe to our channel. Stay intrigued and continue your journey into the mesmerizing world of history. Julius Caesar's reign, as illustrious as it was, led to his downfall. Despite his soaring popularity among the masses and his impressive military victories, Caesar was not without his enemies. His rapid rise to power stirred resentment within the Senate, giving birth to a web of conspiracies against him. Chief among the conspirators was Brutus, a man of honor, who was torn between his loyalty to Caesar and his dedication to the Roman Republic. The Ides of March, a date forever etched in history, became the stage for their deadly plot. On this fateful day, Caesar was assassinated, stabbed 23 times by his so-called friends in the Senate. This brutal act was not just the fall of a ruler, but a seismic event that shook the very foundations of Rome. Caesar's death marked a pivotal moment in Roman history, leading to the end of the Roman Republic and the rise of the Roman Empire. Beyond the political intrigue and personal ambitions, Julius Caesar's story is filled with profound themes. Let's delve into these themes, starting with public image versus reality. Caesar was a master of presenting himself as a champion of the people, while his actions often served his own ambitions. This dichotomy is captured in the quote, "Beware the leader who bangs the drums of war in order to whip the citizenry into a patriotic fervor." Next, we see the power of rhetoric. Caesar's ability to sway the masses through his speeches played a crucial role in his rise to power. Honor versus ambition is another key theme. Caesar's ambition often clashed with the traditional Roman virtue of honor, leading to his downfall. Fate versus free will is also a significant theme. Despite his power, Caesar couldn't escape his fate, as seen in the quote, "It is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves." Lastly, the themes of tyranny and power. Caesar's story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power. Remember, the story of Julius Caesar is not just about the man, but also about the themes and ideas he represents. So there you have it, the fascinating story of Julius Caesar. We've journeyed through his meteoric rise to power, delved into his dramatic fall, and unraveled the complex themes that weave through his narrative. From the power of rhetoric to the struggle between honor and ambition, and the eternal debate of fate versus free will, Caesar's tale is a rich tapestry of human nature and political intrigue. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of history.